Make sure y'all come in here and subscribe to the channel. Real Gully TV. Hip hop lives. Know y'all probably enjoying y'all holiday meals. Consuming various porks. We still got time to kick it though. I ain't eat yet. I went to the movies earlier. Caught a little matinee with my people. And I'm here. I promised y'all some content. I delivered. I'm delivering. PILLMATIC 3. This is available on my website, therealdribble.com. This is a double disc. It's a double disc. There's nothing but fire on here. Some of the hottest niggas in the underground. I've been lobbying for the underground for some time now. You already know what the climate is right now. Go get this. So you understand exactly what it is that I'm representing. PILLMATIC 3 though. This is my greatest offering out of my library. For real. Pardon me. PILLMATIC 2. Get PILLMATIC 3 as well. It's available on all streaming platforms. But PILLMATIC 2, this is dope. Let's see who we got on here. We got Cool Kim from the UMCs. We got Tom Gist. We got Big Oo. We got Sin City from the Diplomats. We got Illinois from the Cloth. Frio. Got Ason Eastwood from Toronto. We got Roscoe Pico Chain from Philly. We got Ford Fairlane and Mav from the Cloth. We got Rail Rock. My baby mom, Rail Rock from Camden, New Jersey. Mickey Fax. Sam Scarfo. Shaheem. YNX. Wordsworth. Smoke Dizza. We strapped. Make sure you tune in. Come about this jacket. So, what y'all up to? I came to kill a little time. DJ Clue interview is a great look. Always come with some exclusives. If you want to remain in the game, it's in your best interest to come with some exclusives. Because everybody doing it. I got a lot to compete with, man. Guys is teaming up. The fuck is making all this noise? Anyway, good afternoon. Like I said, I know a lot of y'all with y'all families consuming various porks. I just wanted to kick it with y'all for a minute. I gotta kill some time. DJ Clue with the politically correct answers. Y'all still on Clue time? I'm dropping the complete interview probably tomorrow. I just dropped another clip. The the Cadillac Tie content is doing numbers like a motherfucker. Cadillac Tie telling his story, his G Unit history, his history with 50 Cent, who was a friend of his before they got off into the Ja Rule beef. That's the one that's doing numbers. Ain't nobody talking about that, but that's the one that's doing numbers. That joint getting close to like 30,000. It's only been out for like 24 hours or something like that. Thank you. Go to my website. This is on fashionbomb.com. Keeping it vintage. Even the Jay-Z and Pharrell fake paparazzi pic, everything is staged. I don't know what that's about, man. I actually just dropped a clip where DJ Clue was talking about his relationship with Jay-Z. Make sure y'all go and like, comment, and share that joint. Homeboy, we not We not doing this with Jesus right now. Let me get you out of here, fam. There will be no Bible thumping in here. So, what's going on? North Korea in the building. What's up? How can any rap artist compete when Ye is performing on top of a globe? That Jay-Z rollout in concert ain't relevant no more. How can any rap artist compete when Ye is performing on top of a globe? Everybody ain't into Kanye, man. Some people like Iborn, Ason Eastwood, Flea Lord, the Underground. Everybody ain't tripping off of Kanye. He's talented though. Don't get me wrong. I listen to Kanye. Trey Bucks, what's happening? Came here to kill some time, man. I haven't eaten yet. I know all of y'all. Y'all done already ate probably 2 or 3 times. I used to draw T-shirts with Mickey as a kid. I used to draw Mickey with the big Dookie ropes and Adidas sweatsuits, 1989. Your shirt brought back memories. I stay on vintage time, man. Stay on vintage time. Look at y'all peek what I'm working with. And I got the felines on too. Yeah, yeah. No Luca, no Reeves. The Lakers are cooked. Yeah, it's gonna be hectic. It's gonna be hectic, man. Whenever they get it going, something happens. I try not to invest all my emotions into my favorite team, man. I try to wait till the playoffs get started. Anything leading up to that seems like there's always a catastrophe waiting to happen. Word. Errol Holden and Rock Marcy is all I'm on right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very nostalgic. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. I gotta stand by that. When you come here, I gotta stand by that. I can't just talk it, man. I have to be a living personification of my philosophies. So yeah, I got it with me. What about LeBron code switching and talking reckless about Memphis in front of white people? What did he say? Who are your top three rappers? Who are your top three rappers? Who are your top three rappers? I don't have a top three. I don't. Half a Mil is my favorite rapper, but I don't have a top three. It depends on what mood I'm in, man. I love hip hop. I got so many favorites, man. I've been listening to it all my life. I love Hove. I love Guru. I love Half a Mil. I'm just gonna draw the line right there. There's others, but those are the ones that really do it for me. Straight up. I'm taking a jog right now. What's the most important lesson you learned from your pops? Mm-mm. About paper. About paper. My pops was on that. Shit. About paper. You gotta have some paper. He stayed feed me that straight up. Like he might have loved paper more than he did oxygen. As a matter of fact, that could be true. He killed himself in the fucking working in the foundries and shit. He inhaled something because he's putting in so many hours. He inhaled something that gave him lung cancer. But about paper, keep a bankroll, man, and everything gonna be all right after that. March Madness been crazy. Shout out to the Gannon Golden Knights from Erie, Pennsylvania, downtown Erie. They just won a Division Two NCAA championship. They just won like an hour ago. It's their first championship ever. That sweatshirt I had on yesterday, Gannon University, they just won it all on the Division Two level. Shout out to them. We Ho Million. That's one of my favorite verses. He said, Guru is my GOAT. You got to speak on that Kanye concert in LA. He made history. He brought Lauren Hill out before all falls down. That's not my lane, man. Kanye ain't my lane, man. I wouldn't do any justice for Kanye. I don't even really consider Kanye like a rapper or a rap star like that. He's more of like a pop icon. He raps, but he does a whole lot of other shit too. So not that ain't really my nothing that I'm gonna be speaking on here. This ain't the Kanye thing right here. Nope, nope, nope. My man came back talking about Jesus and he's kicked out of here. Why don't you go make your own YouTube platform, man, if you want to talk about Jesus? I don't got nothing against Jesus. That's just not what we doing today. We not. Yeah, Kanye, that ain't really my cup of tea all like that. I do enjoy some of his music, but nope, 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 nope. Look at it. It was dope. Trust me. I'm not a Kanye fan, but the concert was next level. I don't expect anything less from him. He's prolific. I'm assuming a lot of y'all with family right now. Seem like the notifications are going out slow. It's over 200 of y'all here. Donald Trump has gave an ultimatum to Iran. I think he's just bluffing. I think it's more serious than he making it out to be. He said if they don't get their act right by tomorrow, he's going to erase the country off the planet Earth. That's what he said. I was getting gas in Virginia. I look up when someone put a white Jesus mini figurine on the pump. I still buy CDs. Go to my website, man. Get you an autographed copy of this right here. PILLMATIC 2. It's very necessary. If you mean what you say, it's very necessary. Did you see Flacco from No Jumper expose Draco the Ruler's killer? People been talking about it to me all weekend. People gotta understand when it comes to this space right here, this media thing. The room is crowded. The room is crowded. So you're gonna have some people who gonna go above and beyond, man, for um groundbreaking stories and shit. Niggas is trying to shake up the room. For real. If you blessed to be the guy, if you get a moment on here, it could pay you. It could be very, very lucrative. I heard it was YG people when he first passed. I didn't get a notification. I just seen you on my new to you list. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Flacco's posting from North Dakota. He need to chill. We not supporting any wrongdoing, man. 2026, we not. I see a lot of people starting to keep it real on the Pooh Shiesty situation. That nigga belong in jail, and Gucci was supposed to tell on him. He was. He betrayed Gucci, um, lured him somewhere under false pretenses, and put a gun in his head. Gucci don't owe him no decency. He don't. Nah. We got to kill that entirely. We got to kill that whole thought entirely. I said this in my previous video. They say Trump running numbers on Wall Street because he making statements on Fridays and Tuesdays for the market. Is that right? There's no honor amongst thieves. Wake up, black men. Gucci gonna have to take the stand or Pooh walks. I don't believe that. There's other people there that'll take the stand. If he takes the stand, so what? We can't be bound to those types of values and shit, man. Like a person is allowed to grow and try to live out life as their best self. If he gets subpoenaed and he come to court and he tell that yeah he put a gun to my head, whoop de doo. Ain't nobody standing on that, man. That shit is that's some sucker shit for real. What dude did that was some sucker shit, some creep shit. If you sign a contract with somebody, even if you're not feeling the terms of the contract, you gotta deal with that in the courthouse and shit like that. This ain't the Wild West. He can't do that. He said Hove took the stand and he was on an ankle monitor. The gun could be 15 years. Peace, wisdom, wisdom. What up? The lawyer Proof Shiesty has, he won't sit long. Lawyer Jew A1. unseated in federal trial in over 20 years. If it's concerning a rapper, y'all will create the most bizarre storyline. That nigga ain't going nowhere, man. That nigga ain't going nowhere. When he get moved, when Pooh Shiesty get moved, it's gonna be to another institution. He not coming back out here no time soon. I'm for real. They got what's called a airtight case, man. Just based on physical evidence and science and shit like that. There's no way around it. For real. Pooh was not even nice like that. His music is garbage. The way these dudes glorify criminals need to be studied. The shit is sad. Yeah, video evidence. His lawyer was a federal prosecutor. He never lost a case or appeal. He's literally the best in Texas. So he's coming home, huh? You know who else coming home? Lil Durk is coming home too, right? It don't go like that, man. This ain't a TV show, man. It's not. Trouble is easy to get in, but very, very hard to get out. It is. These fans are delusional. Somebody else said he's beating the case. Big 30 was recording the whole crime. He said, I still use that pickup line on your shirt. They gonna make an example of these young rappers committing violent crimes. Society can't function with that type of energy. If we in a place where people doing legit business end up with assault rifles to their head, society is failing. So that shit got to be corrected. Why would T.I. let his son disrespect 50 man's grave like that? Wild work. 50's disrespectful. These are men we talking about, man. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Nobody's to say, which nobody's to institute the no holds barred situation where this is something that you can't do. It's really no holds barred for real. So Lloyd Banks responded. Responded to what? What people want him to do is motherfucking lost. I love the Caddy interview so far. Why would Gucci Man sign him to a slave deal? That's crazy. Why no one talking about that? I believe that it goes like this. When an artist gets into the music business, they sign a slave deal, most. And then when they go and get an artist of their own, they try to sign them under the same conditions, the same fucking stipulations and shit. They be looking to hit a lick on somebody. It's a dirty, dirty, dirty business. It is. I'm not sitting here. I don't know what was on them contracts. There's people that saying that Gucci had him in a situation, but you signed the contract, and before you sign a contract, you're supposed to take it to a legal representative and let them look it over. Whatever the case, you signed that shit, and man, maybe it's something. I'm sure it's details that the public don't know would send him off like that. Like he probably really was being cheated or something like that. But still, you got to deal with it another way because it's a signed legal document. He asked his dead cousin family to give that 1017 chain back before he was even put in the ground. Oh wow, that's not nice. Boy, oh boy. Nobody asks what happens when you invest and lose. The artist flops. They did all of that and Pooh's still in the contract. Why are all these youngins wearing all black? Where's the fashion etiquette and originality? They followers. They got dark personalities. The guys that they look up to, like Pooh Shiesty. He's wearing a fucking mask all the time. They call the mask the poo shiesty. This is what they influenced by. I believe that all black shit come from niggas doing drive-by shootings or, popping out of the bushes and shit like that. And that's what they think is cool. That's what they think is hip. And for the most part, most of they girls is fucking older niggas. They is. Bitch in her 20s, man. It's got to be a hard life riding around with these drive-by shooters and shit. Bitch get clapped sitting next to one of these niggas. He signed himself to the slave deal from being illiterate. Should have let a lawyer read it. A lot of this has to do with Big Scar, his blood cousin on the label that died. Well, all right. When did you buy your first fur? I probably was like, let me see, 20, probably like 25 or some shit. 26, something like that. Yeah, I was in my probably like my mid 20s. I don't think he signed him to a slave deal. I think he just went to jail and messed up a lot of potential deals to make money. The Memphis dudes mad because Braun said their city is trash. All of the NBA players said it's bad down there. That's why 50 Cent is the king. He never did his artists dirty. He kept Pooh because that's his only cash cow. He wasn't letting him go. How's the violence in your community? It's not as bad as it was a couple of years ago. It was an indictment it's probably been like 2 years ago. Took like 55 niggas off the streets. So the next group of hoodlums, they still making their bones and shit, but it's not like it was. It's not. They put motherfuckers in jail, man. Before I thought Shiesty was fashion only. I never knew it was a rapper. You have no leverage when you are unknown and haven't sold any records. Dope interview with Clue. Thank you. How did you get motivated to work out? I was in the penitentiary and I lost my girl. She was on the streets, fucking out of both pant legs. I wanted to get my lick back. I swear to God, that's how it happened. I believe that's how it happens for a lot of guys. Fitness eases the pain. You know what I mean? And not only that, you be prepping yourself to come on out and bag something else. But normally when you lose a girl, she's gone. That's a wrap. I don't know anybody that came back and got their broad back. Like once a chick go astray, that's basically a wrap. Seriously. The t-shirt is classic from back in the days. Does the back have them on it too? Uh-uh. Pooh Shiesty will get off if Gucci Man don't get on the stand. They don't need Gucci to put Pooh Shiesty in jail. I can tell a lot of y'all ain't never been in trouble before. They got video evidence. The victim don't gotta come. They can book him in what's called absentia. That means the person, the victim, didn't come. You know what I mean? They trust me. And it was a whole bunch of victims there. It was even a white guy there, and they got the lacerations around his neck. It ain't just Gucci that he got to talk down. He got to talk down a whole bunch of motherfuckers. It was quite a few people that they had kidnapped and shit like that. Maybe for the sake of his reputation, Gucci might not come to court and you know try to back out of that which he's involved in. But it's other people involved. Peace. Andrew Malone, I appreciate your super chat. Question statement. I personally feel like you've outgrown YouTube. Any plans to go into syndication and also your own opinion on how black men can find a legitimate black woman a wife? You probably should broaden your horizons beyond black women. If that's you like, cool. But there's all types of women in this world, man. You got Bosnians, they bad. You got Puerto Ricans, they bad. You got Dominicans, they bad. Black American women, some, not all of them, but some. They've been corrupted, man. They in a bad space. If you stuck on that, man, good luck. Good luck. As far as YouTube, man, it's money on the flow, man. I gotta stick around. I gotta stick around. I do. It's money on the flow. I don't think it's always gonna be like this because nothing good lasts forever. So we probably gonna be forced to adjust at some point. Me, I've established myself to the point that if I had to leave here, I can go and do what I'm doing from one of my websites, from the realdribble.com, and people who appreciate what I do, they'll go with me. You know what I'm saying? But voluntarily leaving, no, it's money on the floor. When niggas leave up out of here, they don't have any choice. Let's talk about the niggas who didn't have any choice. 10 Toes Down, Eon, Eon, um, that fat nigga from Jersey who couldn't breathe. There's more. Uh, there's more. You know, they look at their view count, just it just gets worse and worse and worse, and before you know it, you just give up because it's not even worth your time. You're not making any money and shit. He said, "Facts, black girl lost. I appreciate your super chat. It's time for Gully to go to Twitch, filling that interview with Clue. Is Casanova girl being loyal? I don't think that's his girl no more." My man said, "I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Shiesty has sold records. He had two singles that sold. I never put an evaluation or spoke metrics on the records that he sold. That don't even matter right now. Shiesty's going to the penitentiary. He is. Shiesty is going to the penitentiary. Let me tell you something that y'all not figuring into this. For all of y'all who trying to free him and saying that he's going to beat this case and all that. He got a bunch of co-defendants. Them niggas, one of them niggas is gonna tell. Like whoever has a way out, let's say you just drove. They gonna lay it down to him like that. Hey, we know that you just drove. You didn't put a gun to anybody's head or anything like that. You didn't have a weapon on you. We want them guys. And you know what happens at when they get those types of proposals and shit. Maybe they will stand together and stand tall and go get them 30 years together. But that's kind of unlikely, man. Everybody don't got Pooh Shiesty got money for a defense. The rest of them niggas, they might not be fortunate enough to be able to stand into that. You know what I mean? And things, niggas views change and shit, man. Like them niggas get booked and they call home and motherfucker tell you, I just seen your girl. Motherfucker tell you, I just seen your girl. When they say that, you don't even want to ask where. You don't even want to ask. You be wanting them to stop right there. But they don't. And they break the bad news to you. And that shit hurt. Kareem, I appreciate your super chat. Need to be up under the jail. Some cats need to be there. Words of Gully. Yeah, it's the truth. London, what's up? It's unfortunate that Meek Mills and P. Diddy were scoring triple doubles on the cheeks of LeBron James. Oh my goodness. Did your brother work out? Nah, my brother's a player. He's starting to get into it a little bit. He likes to swim and shit like that. We wired differently. I've been an athlete all my life, so it's like second nature to me. My brother, he's he a player, man. Like that's the only way I could describe it. Those two songs are gonna get more money in Gucci's pockets. He said, "Yep, that's just how the feds are gonna play it." He definitely violated his parole. Did he have permission to cross state lines? They talking about he coming home. The GPS put him in another state with a fresh case. All of that'll send you back to where you was at and shit. In the state system in Pennsylvania, anyway, they got some shit called early failure. Early failure is a penalty that they hit you with if you go out on parole and come right back. They give you an early failure tag. That means the next time you go up for parole, more than likely, you're going to get a hit. Why? Because the last time we sent you out there, you was only out there for 2 months. You wasted everybody's time. Do you eat McDonald's? Fuck no. I ain't ate McDonald's in like 20 years. No. Fuck no. Absolutely not. No. Hell no. Nah. Did World put hands on Jimmy? That's what 50 Cent said. I talked to Bryce Wilson from Groove Theory. He's one of Jimmy's close friends. He said it's not true, but you never know. If Bryce says it's not true, I'm going to take his word from him because I got a great deal of respect for him. But they said that this happened a while ago when they were in the same prison and he got shipped. I don't know. The street lane is putting us in jail or in the graveyard. And his PO called him immediately once he landed in another state talking about his supervisor gave him recreational time. Did they bring those guns across state lines? More than likely. My man said McDonald's fries are still fire though. McDonald's fries are dipped in an element called formaldehyde. I believe formaldehyde is the same thing as embalming fluid and shit. I know that it's in angel dust. Look up formaldehyde. That's what they put in on those fries to keep them joints from decaying and shit. Haven't you seen the video of people who didn't put McDonald's food in a bag for 10 years and they come back and it looks the same that it did 10 years ago? They must not watch your channel asking if you eat McDonald's. Who the fuck eats McDonald's? My man said, shout out to the homies, DC Blacks and Akasa. Them niggas need to get together. Both of them niggas can't get over 1,000 views. Eon can't get over 1,000 and Un can't get over 2,000. Them niggas suffering like a motherfucker. It's dark down there, man. Maybe you should help them out. Numbers don't lie. Them niggas suffering like a motherfucker. Them gonna be the next. Them gonna be the next niggas to tap out. They is. 30 years ago was 1996. Pooh Shiesty is straight bozo. Don't ask me about that nigga teeth, man. Teeth are expensive. Y'all know that nigga ain't getting them teeth fixed. Don't even ask me about that shit. I wouldn't give my dog that shit. Nope, 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 nope. Caddy needs to drop his debut album. There's some type of contract shit that he wasn't able to drop it, and I believe Irv is deceased now, and it's probably gonna that joint probably in escrow forever. It's unfortunate. Make sure y'all watch that Cadillac Ty interview. It's dope. It's very informative. I got more. I'm gonna drop that whole DJ Clue joint tomorrow though. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. That shit shook up the internet. Getting a lot of phone calls. I didn't decline to go on like 3 podcasts. I'm not doing that. Don't even ask. It's going highly unlikely. highly unlikely that I'm doing any interviews. I'll probably go on a radio or something like that, but I ain't doing the podcast boogie. Run around from podcast to podcast. That's not good for a motherfucking brain. I don't know if these niggas know that. I ain't doing it though. That clue joint is all on my Twitter. It was trending yesterday. One of the top stories in America. Courtesy of yours truly. Yeah. The Lakers done fucked up, man. The Clue interview put a lot of stuff in perspective. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna become of this. That interview is gonna bring DJ Clue back into the position that he once occupied. DJ K Slay in here. Nobody cares for Funk Flex. I believe that the interview put some things in perspective. Like, they pay you to forget your dreams and shit. You know what I mean? Like, people will get a salary and forget about that which made them happy. DJ Clue ain't happy being a radio DJ, but it pays him well. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he at. DJ Clue would like to be Clue. He'd like to be doing that. He's gonna figure out a way. I promise you. I pro- I promise you. You're gonna hear that soon. You're gonna hear that soon. Somewhere you're gonna hear it. It might be he might get a situation where he can play the music that he like to play. But I bet you're gonna hear that. There's a storm. Watch. They saying YG and them are the next Rico in LA. I can see you and Esso having hilarious discussions. I fuck with Esso and Heineken. Them niggas is good people. I like Bag Fuel. I do. Music is not like it was in the 90s. I listened to 90s and 2000 music. The music now has nothing for me, actually. It was DJ Clue Drops on the Clips last album. Okay. My biggest fear is being 50 years old and broke. YouTube. My biggest fear is being 50 years old, broke, YouTube, and like L Famous, up for debate TV, 10 toes down, scheme team, Big Boosie, Mikey B, and Harlem Legend. They said Mikey B is a blade. They said Mikey B was eating gats in the penitentiary. Nigga was eating gats. Woo wee. Clue could save hip hop. Clue tweeted that hip hop is doomed. And I believe that sat on his spirit in order, my interview sat on his spirit in order for him to make a tweet like that. And he is going to do something. Watch. He said it during the interview. He said, well, I probably could play it on Friday nights. Even if it's that. Even if it's that. We gonna get that. And I'm waiting on it. He said Skibo wasn't there. Skibo said you lied about Uncasa Mom getting tied up. Please address his discrepancy. It ain't no discrepancy. He wasn't there. He wasn't there. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't. Boom, 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 boom. Big Boosie looked like a smoker. Where you been and why do they hate Guap? I've been around. I've been around here working, man. If you don't see me, I'm working. Niggas hate anybody that's successful. You'll see a lot of that. You will. He said that didn't happen. It did happen. They put a bag over her head. How do I know? I wouldn't say that about somebody's mom if it wasn't true. That shit happened. I said something to Un about it. And he started telling me how this shit happened. So it don't matter what Skibo's saying. Un told me what happened. How does someone gain weight who don't eat a lot? It's impossible. DJ Clue should just start his own podcast. He's on Bag Fuel. YouTube and play live music from the underground artists or any artist with good music. You can't do that. You're going to get a copyright violation. You won't earn any money doing that. So I highly doubt that. He gonna do something soon. I promise you. I promise you. You gonna say Gully said that he was gonna do something. Watch. Watch, watch, watch. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all check out my I just dropped 2 videos right before I got on here. Another clip of Cadillac Todd talking about all of the beefs, all of the fights they had with G Unit and Murder Inc. He talks about all the fights that he was involved in with them. And DJ Clue talks about his relationship with Jay-Z. When I drop that whole thing, it's gonna be it's gonna shake some shit up. It is. My man Freddie is back talking about Jesus, and no sooner than he said it, I got him kicked the fuck up out of here. Holla. Money over fame, I appreciate your super chat. You got a story for us on Easter Sunday? Nope, I don't. It used to be one of my favorite holidays. I used to love getting fresh on Easter. The weather ain't even nice outside. It's not. Boom, 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 boom. The artists I heard on your channel I never knew about, like Flea Lord, is fire. When people say stuff like that, like if you haven't heard about Flea, you kind of like out of touch with what's going on musically. You kind of out of touch for real. Flea Lord has been very very high profile in the underground, and he got records with the the hip hop legends too, like Busta Rhymes, Raekwon, and these different guys. I think Cormega. Just gotta pay attention, man. Or you can go tap into my PILLMATIC series. I got 3 albums out. They on all the streaming platforms. Everybody that came out of my mouth, except for Rock Marcy, you gonna hear him. You is. Did Ty speak on what Prodigy said about him in the book? Yes, he does. You know I asked him about that shit. He gonna speak about it. It's gonna be towards the end. I'm gonna drop the full Freaky Ty. I keep calling him Freaky Ty. Cadillac Ty interview maybe like Wednesday or something like that. Riggs, one of the nicest out here. Facts. You broke old ass rider and you never take credit. Why? For you to say that means you've been on here a long time. I 100% was one of the first people that uploaded one of his freestyles that's on his channel. I got on here and I spoke about him. That was many, many years ago. I told him that, yo, Shorty, you need to come and do an interview on his platform. And I told him, when you pull up, you can just come with, just you and a girl, or you and another person. He was talking about coming with, he say, normally when I roll out and shit, man, I have a few niggas with me. You can't come around me like that because I got to keep my eye on you. You know what I'm saying? I already got to keep my eye on you. I'm listening to your music. I know what type of person you is. I know what type of shit you are. You know what I'm saying? If it's just you and a chick, I can manage that. Or if it's just you and another guy, I can manage that. You can't bring a bunch of niggas around me. Not with the shit that you be rapping about. No. So that's why nothing ever became of it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Odie is in the feds. You need to interview Black Child and Vita. I used to talk to Vita all the time. All the time. All the time. Um, I don't know what to say about Vita. I'm gonna just leave that alone. Black Child, he's been on a lot of different platforms. I don't choose to like interview niggas who done been everywhere. That Cadillac Tar interview came into play because of that shit that happened in the airport with Ja Rule and Uncle Murder and Tony Yale. I happened to meet Cadillac Tar like the week before that happened. So I'm like, I got a reason to use this number now. And I called him, but I be trying to interview niggas, man, on some rare shit, man. For real. He said, do you think Pooh Shiesty going back to jail? I know he's going back to jail. Why is Half a Million favorite rapper? Go listen to him. Things that he said kind of agrees with the fabric that I'm cut from. Fly, gifted, um, hustler, 5%er, wise, civilized, just knowledge, the green Wally's all I see. My mind hold math like caller ID, chose the path that chose me. That's everything about him. That's just me. Fat Joe was wrong for calling Vita a cokehead. DJ Clue a legend, but I couldn't respect his response to be the guy who supposedly put Underground on. It was a bad play. He just admitted that he wasn't in control of his situation, but he's accepting the compensation. Money make niggas complacent, man. Makes anybody complacent. There's people here that have talents, but you put it to the side to go work a job for somebody else. They say they pay you to forget your dreams and shit. Everything happens for a reason, yo. I know that my exchange with DJ Clue was a turning point for him, for us both, but definitely for him because he um he know what it is that he got to do. Everything that he was saying, he said it. He said the powers that be, I can't do this. That's not man shit. You're not in creative control of your own situation. I understand employment, but that's almost like a slave situation when you can't do the right thing or you can't do creatively. Fuck the powers that be. When he said the powers that be, he's talking about white folks, right? That's just bad. It's just bad. I respect his stance, just thought he was ground roots. Clue went corporate in the early 2000s. Facts, powers that be was crazy at his age and status. I'm glad that he was transparent enough to admit that. Niggas don't be talking like that. That's what made it so big. That's what made the interview so big, that he was transparent with me. He didn't have to say that shit. And not only that, he didn't have to sit down and do an interview with me. He didn't. He said, facts, he did admit it. Are you going to address Acosta posting you wearing knockoff polo? I don't have to address that. That was the 1990s, man. I came home and I was fresh out of jail for a shooting. Somebody gave me that outfit. That picture, I posted that picture. I wasn't ashamed of that picture. I had lots of money in my pocket in that picture. That's my picture. Where else would somebody get a picture of me in my teens? If I was ashamed of it, I wouldn't have posted it. I posted it on Instagram and shit. Came home, niggas was giving me money and shit. Put this on, man. We about to go out and shit. I came home on the 4th of July, 1995, from a shooting I did November 4th, 1994 and shit. And that picture is actually at I think I was going to a amusement park called Waldemere. But that wasn't, there was, that, let me explain something to you, right? When you go back and you look at old videos, music videos, or New York Undercover, and you see niggas with them Timberland hoodies on, them Timberland sweatshirts on, Timberland didn't make them sweatshirts. Timberland didn't make them sweatshirts. Them sweatshirts come off the Ave and shit. We was wearing that shit. They used to come to the block, sell a nigga pull up on the block selling clothes. When you see motherfuckers with them Tommy Hilfiger and uh, let me see, maybe like Fila and shit like that. That shit was being sold. It used to come in plastic. Them shits used to come in plastic. They was probably like $50 or some shit like that. If it was summertime, you might have wore one of them joints every day. If you was on the block, you might have wore one of them joints every day. That didn't mean you didn't have any money or you was disadvantaged or anything like that. This was just the times. You dig what I'm saying? You know why? You know why? His angle is to talk about the old me. The Guess Jeans joint. Yeah. Yeah. The Guess Jeans joint. He said Canal Street had all the bootleg iceberg and everything. The Guess Jeans. That's what I was looking for. Them Guess joints. Them joints with the fucking the triangle with the big Guess joint. Motherfuckers is wearing that shit. Motherfuckers is wearing that shit. When you a teenager, you don't know nothing about no goddamn Saks Fifth. You're not going to buy no designer clothes and shit like that. And not only that, Dapper Dan was the knockoff nigga. Dapper Dan, that's knockoff shit. When a motherfucker get to cutting shit up and you done made a leather, you done took a leather Nike check and put it on a velour sweatsuit. That ain't no Nike sweatsuit. That's a Dapper Dan creation. You know what I'm saying? He said, made it easy not to lead the block and still get fly. Hell yeah. Motherfuckers used to pull up and pop the trunk, be selling all kind of shit. Pullovers and come on now. He said in his past glory is all he got. That nigga is a bum, yo. I don't got no bum period in my life. I don't got no glow up story. I come from a good family. I was always taken care of. And I just happen to like to sell drugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh I could I got 1,000 pictures of me back in them 90s and shit like that. Somebody was always trying to take my picture. You know why? Cause we was getting money like a motherfucker. For real. He said all over, everywhere, even the rappers was walking the canal fits. Niggas would pull up to the barber shop every Friday and Saturday and pop the trunk selling all that shit. Yeah. So where is it? Where is I don't know. I don't see the part where there was a shame. I used to buy one for my shorty too. You know what I'm saying? Diplomatic immunity was the highlight for the career. He said had the nerve to say your mom was on drugs. You can Google my mother's name, Cynthia Glover Muhammad. You're gonna see that she was the founder and CEO of the Erie Metropolitan Black Yellow Pages. Where you think I get my polish from? My parents and shit. I don't come from no drug addicted parents. That shit don't even fit me. That don't even look at me. Look at me. That don't even fit me. Y'all know motherfucking well I don't come from no crack smoking mother, prostitution type of mother. Y'all know goddamn well that makes zero sense. That nigga be doing his best, man. Leave that retarded ass nigga alone, yo. But if I showed you a picture of my mother and his mother and we put them side by side, you would say, that's a smoker right there. And I wasn't even gonna do that. And he's never told me that his mother was in recovery. But you know how I know she's a smoker? Because I know what one look like. I know what they look like post crackhead days and shit. One thing about that dope, a man could snap back. A woman is never the same physically. Physically, I can look at a smoker from 20 years ago. I could look at him now and say, yo, she used to get high and be dead on. Yup, she did. And she might have been clean for 25 years. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something about that shit that it takes something away from women that they just don't get back. Who you interviewing next? Can't tell you, man. Can't tell you, man. It's just gonna come out. You dig? In my projects, the boosters was prevalent. They kept all the fly shit, jerseys, and all the polo. If you go watch New York Undercover, that show was full of the clothes that I'm talking about. Go watch Clockers. Clockers, New York Undercover. This whole time period, them outfits that I'm telling you about, you gonna see them in them shows. Did you ever interview Smooth the Hustler? Nah. Bullets Gotti's still around? Where that nigga at? I thought that nigga was somewhere medicated up. Man, I ain't seen or heard from that nigga in a long time. I ain't heard that name in a long time. He stayed in some shit a few years ago. I ain't heard that name in a while. I thought maybe he got went on to the fucking you know when them crazy niggas and shit they disappear and shit. That mean they done flipped all the way out and they go to the hospital and get medicated and they come back and they face be all big and shit for medication. Bullets Gotti is one of them type niggas. I know y'all know that. For y'all who's ever paid him any attention or watched his channel, you can't look at him and tell that nigga take medication. y'all can't, y'all can't, y'all can't look at Buddy for real. You can't see how pudgy his features is and shit. That is from fucking lithium. I used to know the names. Lithium, Thorazine. I can't remember them names. I ain't been in jail in so long and shit. Yeah, Bullet slow as a motherfucker. He said I didn't do nothing but have a great exchange with Clue, man. We was kicking it about hip hop music, man. It was nothing malicious tied to that shit. It was a conversation. I mean, I happened to be good. I prepared. I prepared for DJ Clue for 2 weeks. I prepare. I just show up prepared. That's it. Suboxone. He says Prozac. Oh, y'all know all of the lunatic medications. Did you ever meet K Slay? Yeah, yeah. I got pictures of K Slay. I do. I was in his magazine, Straight Stein magazine. Me and Skibo Debo. Yeah, it was just a mirror. That's why people feel that way. He ain't what he said he was. I'm going with Michigan for the national championship. I think Michigan can take Arizona. That's what I like. 50 did a good job showing the time period I was growing up and raising Kane, but the Clue and Tosh shit is dope. Thank you. Folks need to say it was a great interview. You knocked that out the park. Thank you. I appreciate it. South Carolina got whooped today. If they lost, cool. But Don beat Connecticut. And that's what's important. If she didn't make it all the way to the chip, that's cool. Somebody has to beat Gino Orientum or whatever his fucking name is. Somebody has to beat him. He has. If don't nobody beat them, they'll just run away with the shit every year. For real. They play UCLA. Yeah, UCLA got two big girls. Number 32 and the big one. I forget her name. She's tall as a motherfucker. The half and half joint. Acosta's talking about someone's mother because he is mad at his one mother. Man, I could imagine how that brother feels, man. He's not a part of what I'm doing anymore. I don't fuck with him. He can't get no bread from me. Nothing. He's like a scorned broad. You go to his channel, that nigga be having 1,400 views and shit like that. He got extensions in his hair right now. Somebody sent me a picture of him the other day. This motherfucker done put some extensions in his hair. Did y'all see that? This motherfucker's crazy. But niggas like that, he's subject to say anything. You know why? He ain't got no money. He's ugly. He don't got no motion going on. He don't got no bras. He probably ain't fucked in months. Like, Seriously, like, I don't get no pussy. I'm keeping it real with you. He said, sounds like y'all really friends. He was never my friend. He was paid to be around me and shit. He was never my friend. He showed me many, many a times that he wasn't my friend. You know what I'm saying? When you got money, when you got things, you will allow a nigga around you that's a leech because he's funny or because he does something. You dig what I'm saying? But that shit get played out after a while. Like, you'll have a nigga around you. We've all grown up with niggas that's a piece of shit, and we accept him as a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? But as you mature and shit, you just kind of like, it's time for me to drop this nigga off. And that was the situation. He was never my friend. He's never bought anything for me. He's not never bought anything from me. That's blatant evidence. That's blatant evidence that he wasn't a friend of mine. He's never bought anything from me. He's sold merchandise over the years. I used to buy all kind of shit from him. I would come to the city and I got 2 or 3 of my hustler homies with me, and we all shop. Do you think he ever would have the decency to say, "Yo, here go a free joint, here go a free sweatsuit. You always buying something from me"? Nah, he didn't. That's scarcity. When somebody moving like that, that's scarcity. He was raised in like poverty and shit like that. Survival. Me, I was raised by love and shit. My mother's been in the MGT for like 41 years. That's Muslim girls training and shit. When you see her, she's garbed up with all white on and shit, or sometimes it's black, but MGT looking like Tanetta Muhammad or one of them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. He said when he started crying, I was done. Who is the most influential artist in New York in the past 10 years? I think Rock Marcy is. Without him, there's no Griselda. They said it like everybody who came through the underground after him kind of like took something from him. That's what I was told. Mussolini, Huss, West Side Gun, Smooth. It's a lot of them and shit. But they don't hide this fact. They will give him his roses and say, yeah, he the guy, he the sensei. This is the truth. He said in the beginning you gave him his props, then you crapped on him. When you say give him his props, what you mean? I said he could rap. He can rap. He can rap. When you say in the beginning I gave him his props, I gave him money. I paid him to. When I first met him, I gave him $1,500 to come around me. $1,500. Paid for his travel, put him in a hotel. He came to Erie, PA. I interviewed him. I shot 3 music videos for him. Them shits went to World Star and shit. I was introduced to him by Black Harlem, the same nigga that was robbing him and shit. I'm keeping it G with you and shit. But when you say gave him his props, he would have never been on my platform if he wasn't talented. Talented and hustler, that's 2 different things. Me, I'm a hustler. I displayed that in front of y'all repeatedly and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just pay attention. Just follow the storyline. Conway is nice. The industry been fronting on rock, but shit changing now. Dad is doing business. He had to cut ties. We don't want to talk about Antonio. That's his real name, Antonio. But he was never my friend and shit. After a while, man, you got to get rid of them type niggas, man. When I went to Japan, like he had been. Y'all just didn't know. I had been done with him for months. He's on this album right here, PILLMATIC 2. He wasn't on PILLMATIC 3. I had been done with him. I had. It's time for me to let you go, my nigga. Like, I'm about to go to another plane and shit. Just pay attention. Kim Osorio, Angela Yee, Ron Browse, DJ Clue. Like, I had been, you know, preparing myself to go to another realm and shit, and I knew he wasn't coming with me and shit. Like, you don't want them type of people around you. It's just not good and shit. Don't make him a bad person. Just don't make him good enough to roll with me. Gave Papoose life a Brooklyn nigga that sounded like Jay-Z. How can somebody submit music to you? Gully TV boss at Gmail. If a man not showing progress after a period of time, it's time to get from around him. Let me just give y'all this in, closing, because I'm about to get up out of here. When I was building this platform, he used to be around me, but I would go and do interviews by myself. He wouldn't come with me. He wouldn't, and he wouldn't come with me, and he wouldn't plug me in with anybody to interview either. Like, he didn't. Skibo used to take me and plug me in with different resources and shit. Like, I never plugged me in with anybody. Before I even met him, I had already interviewed 40 Cal. Like, before, I was like one of the last. Let me see. Yeah, I had met 40 Cal, interviewed 40 Cal, interviewed Ace, interviewed Head Ice, interviewed Black Harlem. This is before I even met him and shit. It was never. It, when that shit happened with Haitian Jack, that's when I became his man. You know what I'm saying? When I started to take off, it's like, oh, this nigga's taking off. That's when he tried to, like, I fuck with him, gully, 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 gully. But it wasn't like that. I'm watching all of this happen. So I'm just keeping it real. I don't even know how we got back to talking about that. But I just got on here to kick it with y'all a little bit. The DJ Clue interview, the full joint is coming out maybe like tomorrow, the day after. I just dropped 2 of them on y'all. Make sure y'all go check them joints out. Super chatters, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So what's the conclusion? Don't ask me about Un, man. Don't ask me about Un. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what um he got going on. I wish him well, even though he wished me the opposite. But you see what my situation consists of right now. Trending topic on Twitter and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is post him. This is the same nigga that was just online a month ago saying R.I.P. Gully and he's canceled and his career is over with. Don't nobody got the power to do that to me. I'm a machine. Look what's going on. The escalation, it continues and shit. I went this way, he went that way. And that's what it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications, man. And go to the website, get that trifecta. You need that in your life. Make your skin glow and your dick grow. Peace.